Okay. Give me just a second. Okay. How are you guys doing? There we go. So the game is not started yet, but it should be soon. So, just to be safe, I'm going to turn off desktop audio just in case the tracker starts playing ad audio. We don't want that now, do we? Don't feel great about this game. Honestly, don't feel great about it at all. Ragnow coming out of retirement's nice, but we don't know what condition he is. I don't even know if he's able to play because it was yesterday. Um, but yeah, don't don't feel great. I'd like the Lions to win, obviously. Obviously. Um, but I don't feel great about it. So the broadcast has someone from Wisconsin who's claiming to be a Lions fan being going through a lion detector to prove that he is a Lions fan. What? Why? He. Okay, that was amusing. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the Packers are definitely have a defense that is strong, and the Lions' offense has not been doing great. this year. But if the thing is, if the Lions lose, they will have gotten swept and basically, by the Packers and basically have no shot. There we go. It's a little bit better. I'm still not center frame, but that's fine. So right now, the Lions only do well if Jahmyr Gibbs does well. Jahmyr Gibbs is the key to their offense working. I mean, they've even lost when Montgomery has done well. It's specifically Gibbs, and if Gibbs does well, so that's the player to look for in this game. And if Gibbs doesn't do well, the offense doesn't do well, and if the offense doesn't do well, like the Lions defense is a lot better than people give it credit for, but if they don't do well, the game's basically over. That being said, the Packers offense isn't exactly great either. So this very well could just be a game where it's just very low scoring. There's Dan Campbell. Wow. I did not realize how ass Dan Campbell's record is on Thanksgiving. I guess it makes sense. His first 2 years, the team was ass in general. So I guess it makes sense that definitely has a weight to it. So the game should be starting here in a minute. Luckily, I will say, on the positive, the Brandon Perna's curse wheel did not curse the Lions this week. It did curse the Colts, which I find hilarious. I honestly kind of love that. I live in Indiana, for those of you who don't know. And Colts fans are very annoying. They're very annoying. So I do love that. But luckily, won't affect my Lions. No siree. I guess I'll wear this for a little bit, even though it gets very hot. The game should be starting any minute now. So, we've gone through what I think about the game, who I think will win, who I want to win. I'm not used to, you guys know, normally I'm getting off of work right as the games are starting, so I don't normally have the preamble like this, so I didn't know really how to time that. I hope Aiden Hutchinson, they're interviewing him right now, I hope he has a breakout game. He currently has 8.5 sacks, which is actually really good, but hopefully he has a breakout game and gets like 4 sacks. So, let's see. Hold on. Oh, really? When did they move it to? Wow. I didn't realize they moved it to 1 o'clock. So, here's what we'll do then. Here's what we'll do. We will actually... I think we actually have time to do a game. While we wait. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. We'll do this while we wait. Keep that up. All right. Hide that. Hide that. Hide that. Wait, no. There we go. We'll do that. While we wait. I had no idea that thing... That's weird. Oh yeah, I never did switch. Wait, hold on. There we go. All right. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Just get in the goddamn... No. Yes. Yeah, no problem. Alright. While we're waiting for the game to start... do this. Okay. We'll say hi to everyone else. I still have not fucking seen Billy. Isn't that crazy? We're now, what? Hold on. Cool. We're now this far in, and I still have not seen Billy at all. There we go. Oh. Those are ready to be harvested. Oh, do I have a part-time job I gotta work on? I think I do. Work. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh, damn it. I'm a little bit distracted trying to pay attention while doing this as well. There we go. There we go. Okay, and boom. Got it. I'll check on the grass today, too. Oh, fuck. Alright. It's gonna be starting here. Not too long. No! No! And then... Okay. Oh, I also need... Do it. Alright, there we go. Okay, it's lunchtime. But we still have half a day. Let's check on the grass. Nope. Okay. We are knocking this shit out. Oh, right. There we go. Baby. Boom. Okay, we got this. Oh, we got a scammer in the chat? That's sad. That's sad. Don't worry, I'll take care of the scammer. I'll take care of that in a minute. Whee! Okay. We now have berries. Three o'clock. Do 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 do. I'm actually not hearing the game audio at all. I just know what music plays when. I might be off on the thing because I'm not hearing it. I didn't plug any headphones in because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be playing a game. Because I did not expect it to start so late. Okay. You got it. And now we're over here. Running around at the speed of sound. Keep moving on. Oh. Well, shit. I didn't know I had so many. I probably wasted a few trips then. Yes. Shipment. How many do you want to ship? 99. Yes. Oh man. It's split on who thinks who's gonna win. 2 and 2. Okay, so kickoff's coming up here in a minute. So we will do this. Do-do-do-do-do. All right. Boom. 6 o'clock. Did I get paid? Alright, we're gonna keep doing this. Okay. guess I was already finished. Guess I was already done. Okay, 7 p.m. So we've got a little bit of time. So we will go ahead and finish out, well, I say finish out the day. We're going to save before the day. Alright, they're back from commercial, but I don't think they're going to start kickoff yet. Alright, we got this going on. Boom. Hey, they got a Dean too. Okay. Boom. Alright, here we go. Wow, I only have 36. Oh, I should check the time on the game. Yeah, I still have some time in the game. Okay, so we'll get to 45 for sure. I don't think we're gonna get to 54. Okay, here we go. Boom. Now... there we go. Yep, alright. No, we are gonna save right here. File. Save. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're gonna go ahead. We are going to switch it back over. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. There we go. And then we gotta get rid of this guy. We gotta get rid of this guy. Give him the ban hammer. So give him the ban hammer. There we go. There we go. Give me just a second. Let me, All right, we've got the national anthem going on right now. You know, I think, you know, talking about the cheerleaders is kind of a weird thing to do when you're doing a football thing. But something that I do like about the Lions cheerleaders, which they didn't have until like super recently, is their uniforms are modest, but they're still very hot. So I don't know how else to describe it, but I like their those uniforms. I should also hold on. I should turn that off. I don't know why I didn't do that before. All right. Is now over, and they're gonna go straight back to a commercial break. They just got back from a commercial break. The fuck? Man, this is like YouTube. All right. Don't worry, guys. It's just a commercial. They haven't started yet. Uh, how's everyone doing while we wait? Everyone doing all right? I hope so. I'm exhausted. I closed yesterday. And I'm in charge, so I couldn't leave until everything was done. So, yeah, I did it. So, all right, you can stop that. I don't have a streaming service for Fox. So I'm watching the actual like um broadcast over antenna, and the antenna just sometimes just cuts out for no reason. Perfectly clear signal, and then it's like no signal and then come back. It's annoying. How did people ever watch TV like this? It's the question I have. Oh my goodness. What does food have to do with this? Don't care about crown oil right now. Although I could go for a drink. I think I have something in the kitchen I could drink if I wanted to. Depending on how the game goes, I might end up drinking. The Lions did not do well against the Packers week 1, so I am prepared for the worst. Yeah, we're back. We're about to start kickoff. Okay, the Lions deferred. So Packers will get the ball first. They are lined up to kick. The kick is up. It was grabbed. It's and brought down about the 27, but we've got laundry. We've got a flag. Let's see what this laundry's about. Okay, hold by the return team. So that's going to move them back. All right. That's actually kind of pathetic. They're just showing Jordan Love's averages this year, and his completion percentage is the highest of his career, and it's 63%. In today's NFL, that's kind of bad. Wasn't always like that, but it is now. And they hand it off, and they get about 4 on the yard on the play. Let me make sure everything is right. Jordan Love takes the snap. He passes. He hits his receiver, and he gets brought down at about the 38-yard line. Nope, that was the wrong thing to do. There we go. That's what I wanted. That's what I was wanting. All right. Jordan Love is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He hands it off, and they gain about 2, maybe 3 on the play. Okay, come on. There we go. We're back. Luckily, nothing happened during that short, let's call it an intermission. All right. Love is in shotgun. He's got a back to his right. He takes the snap. He fakes a handoff, and then it is a screen, a wide receiver screen to Hicks, who gets about 7 on the play. Wicks. It was Wicks, not Hicks. All right, so it's 3rd and 1. Love is under center. He takes the snap, hands it off, and his running back gets a lot more than just a yard and gets stopped at, I believe that was the 50-yard line. No, it was the Detroit 40, so they're within Lions territory. That was a 13-yard run by Josh Jacobs. All right. Love is under center. He's got a man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands it off to Jacobs again. Jacobs gets hit behind the line, but manages to spin out of it to the line of scrimmage. So a gain of, well, they're calling it 1. Did not look like 1. It looked like jack and shit, but it is what it is. All right, Love is in shotgun. He's got a back behind him. He takes the snap. He drops back. He throws it. He hits his man. And that was Dobbs. And was that enough for a first down? Or is it another 3rd and 1? It was close. Yep, it's 3rd and 1. So it is not looking good, boys. Not looking good at all. Love is under center again. He's got a back behind him. He hands it off, and easy peasy lemon squeezy. He's got it. All right, enough of that. And that was Wilson on the run. All right, Love is in shotgun. He's got a man in motion. He takes the snap, fakes a handoff. He's got all the time in the world. Now the pressure's catching up to him. He scrambles out of it, and then he tries to hit his man and misses. It's going to be 4th and 1. That was rough. And Melton was the intended receiver. That was a rough play, kind of on both sides, because Detroit's coverage was good throughout, but man, their pass rush did nothing. But the Packers didn't do anything either. Love is in shotgun, takes the snap, he throws it, and it's another miss. Wait, was it? Oh, right, they got that's right. So this is third and 10. Okay, that's right. I forgot that they did get that first down on 3rd and 1. I forgot about that. That's my B. Okay. Love is in shotgun. He's got a back to his right. He's got a man in motion. He takes the snap. He drops back. He got people in his face, and he just throws it away. It'll be 4th and 10, but I believe they are in field goal range, so they're just going to try to kick it, which actually is beneficial to Detroit because the Packers kicking, not great. Not great this year. McManus is 14 of 20 on the season. And they tried a different kicker, and the other kicker did not do well either. But this one was in. It is good. So it is now commercial. So you're not missing anything. How are you doing, chat? Hope you're doing well. Oh my goodness. That actually ended in a good spot considering how that drive started. For the Lions. Didn't end in a great spot for the Packers, but for the Lions, for how the game started, that actually wasn't too bad. But it also wasn't the Lions defense necessarily that got the stop. It was the Packers tried to get cutesy and put themselves in a spot where they had to pass every play. In that last little section of the drive. We got to make sure that we don't do the same thing on our first offensive drive. No need to get cute. Just turn around, hand the ball off, and make sure we open some holes for Gibbs. God, I love the old Packers Lions uniforms. Like the 90s ones. Okay. So we're now back. They are now kicking off. And it's a touchback, so it's coming back to the 35-yard line. So that's a great starting field position for us. All right. Goff is under center. He's got Gibbs behind him. Turns around, hands the ball off as he trips, but they get 2 yards out of that broken play. Goff tripped over something on the handoff. Oh, he got stepped on. He got stepped on by his center. But they still got 2 yards out of it, so that's fine. All right. hands the ball off. Goff takes the snap. He throws it, and it's to no one. It's going to be 3rd and 8. This is what I'm saying. Don't get cute. The passing game has not been on point this year. And your passing game's predicated on your run anyway. You've run it once. Let's not get cute. All right. Goff takes the snap, and he gets hit, but he throws the ball away somehow. Now, is it going to be intentional grounding? Nope. Okay. That was pathetic. And Gibbs picked up the wrong person, it looks like. That's what I was talking about. Let's not get cute. Now we came away with no points. That's what I'm talking about. Let's not do this. Why are we getting cute? Why are we trying to... On a 3rd and 8, of course we're going to have to pass. So, of course, they're going to send everyone. So, you got to make sure that you protect. But against that defensive line, you're not going to. Let's be honest. That's a great defensive line. Let's not put ourselves into 3rd and 8s, 3rd and longs in general. We're not going to win the game like that. That defensive line will tear us up like that. Elf on the Shelf Kevin Hart kind of freaks me out. Kind of freaks me out. Not gonna lie. Anytime I see Gronk now, I think of Amika Big Boo. I don't want to hear about this company. I don't want to hear about this company at all. Anyway, I just want to say, controversial opinion. The Grinch and Scrooge had it right before they were infected by the Christmas woke mind virus. They had it right as far as Christmas is concerned. Norm Van Brocklin, man, that was a guy. His passing record still is still like single game passing yards record, I believe, is still the record even all these years later. All right. Love is in shotgun. He's got it back to his right. He fakes the handoff, but then hands it off to his wide receiver. That's Melton. And Melton gets to the line of scrimmage. Again, getting too cute. Getting too cute there. We gotta, like, both teams just gotta stop. They just gotta stop. All right, Love takes the snap. He throws it, but it is incomplete. Is there going to be a flag on that? No, there is not. Meek Robertson defended that play very well. Okay, come on. There we go. All right. Love is lining up in shotgun. He's got it back to his left. And he takes the snap. He drops back. He's getting rushed. He hits his back. And they gain about 3 on the play. And that was Brooks on the catch for that play. It is now 4th and 5. And it looks like they're going to send out the punter. This really is the black and blue division for sure. Couldn't really used to say that because of how bad the Lions defense has been in years past, like a lot of years past. That was a great return. He returned it to about the 37, I want to say. But yeah, they I mean, you got to think, I guess the weakest link in the division right now as far as defense would be the Packers. Bears defense is doing pretty well. Packers defense is phenomenal. Lions defense is doing very well. Brian Branch already has 4 tackles on the game. That's telling. That is a telling stat right there. AI commercial. Don't like that. So how's chat doing? Everyone doing okay? I hope so. You're not missing anything. It is commercial break right now. But yeah, right now the Packers are outgaining the Lions, not by much considering they've had 2 drives, but they're outgaining the Lions 50 yards to 2 yards. But again, they've had 2 drives. And most of those 50 yards came, well, yeah. Most of that 50 yards came on the first drive because they went 3 and out on this one. We need to get Gibbs going. That Gibbs does not do well if he's not the team does not do well if Gibbs does not do well. We've got to find a way of getting Gibbs the ball and getting him opportunities to make plays. That's the only way. When Gibbs has less than 100 yards of scrimmage, we lose. We are winless without him getting... All right, come on. All right. Goff is under center. He hands it to Gibbs. Gibbs makes a play. He stiff arms a guy and gains about 7 on the play. I gotta be careful when they get about that amount of yardage not to do the thing. You know what thing I'm talking about. No! No! What happened? Oh, no! Oh, God, that looks bad. Hopefully it's not as bad as it looks. St. Brown is hurt. Oh, my God. St. Brown is hurt. Oh, my God. Why? Why? And that sucks because we've already lost um why am I drawing a blank on his name? We've already lost our tight end. So we've already lost a target for Goff. So uh that's icky. Just saw a pharmaceutical company commercial and don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-medicine like some people are. And my wife is in the pharmaceutical business. Um but they're like, "Oh yeah, we've been working on fighting this disease for such and such amount of time." And it's like, "No, you haven't. You've been working on treating the disease, but not curing it." And to be fair, there might not be a cure, but they're not trying to fix the disease. They're not fighting the disease. Well, he's walking off on his own power, which is good. He didn't get carted off. Um yeah, treat a healthy customer is not a paying customer is all I'm saying about that. All right, Goff is under center. A he's got Gibbs behind him. He hands it to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets the first down and then some. All right. Goff is under center again. It looks like he's got Monty behind him this time. He's got a man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands it to Monty, and Monty gains nothing. Monty gains nothing, but that's fine. Montgomery's the kind of player that he gets better the more he plays. There is laundry on the play, though. We've got a flag. Of course, it's a legal formation. Why would it not be a legal formation? All right, stop that. And for those at home, it's 4 minutes and 55, 54, 53. Goff pitches it to Montgomery, and Montgomery loses a yard. So it's now 2nd and 16. Again, we're getting too cute. They're calling it a gain of nothing. I guess they gave him forward progress, but... All right, Goff is in shotgun. He's got, it looks like, Gibbs to his left. No, it was Montgomery. He throws it and misses J-Mo. It is now 3rd and 15. So this drive's basically dead. Goff has not completed a single pass yet. And now we're going to expect him to complete a 15-yard pass with the Packers defensive line having their ears pinned back. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Montgomery to his left. And he gets sacked. He gets sacked. We all knew that was coming. I just mentioned that the defensive line has their ears pinned back. What? I'm gonna need alcohol. That's what I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need some fucking alcohol for this fucking game. Well, you're not missing anything. It's commercial right now. So I don't know if I've talked about this on a stream before, but I've been out of anime for a little bit now. The last 3 years I've maybe watched like 3 anime. One of them that I did watch in the last 3 years. Season 5 just came out on Netflix, and I'm excited because I'm gonna go watch that. But this year I've gotten back into it, and I've watched a lot of anime this year. Part of it was just stress from everything. But they okay, come on. But I just recently found an anime called Certain Magical Index. I've watched through all of that and then found out that there's other shows tied to that show. And so now I've started Certain Scientific Railgun. And so that's what I've been watching in my free time while I'm cleaning, and well, kind of when I'm cleaning and stuff. I won't be able to do that for season 2 because for whatever reason, for both those shows, season 2 Crunchyroll doesn't have the dub, and the dub's not playing anywhere. And obviously you can't do something while watching sub because you've got to watch the sub in order to get anything that they're saying. I grew up with dubs. Like when I started watching, there wasn't subs at all whatsoever. So it sounds like there's a chance. He's popping his head out while also working out in the locker room to try to get back. So St. Brown might not be out. We'll see. Okay. Love is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He throws it to his back. And his back gets taken down after a gain of 8. And that was Jacobs. But yeah, they so I know there's a lot of conversation about that, but like the other reason I watch dubs is I don't ever just watch. I'm usually doing something. The only time I sit down for long periods of times are for these streams. All right. Love is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He hands it off, and that's to Jacobs again, and Jacobs breaks through over to the Detroit 40-yard line. They are in Lions territory again, and we can see now what direction this game's going. Goff hasn't even completed a goddamn pass yet. And the Packers already almost have 100 yards of offense. All right, Love takes the snap. He pitches it to Wilson. And that's another decent gain. That was 5 yards. All right. Love is in shotgun. He hands the ball off, and that, I believe, is Wilson again. And that was a gain of a couple. They're calling it 1 yard. So it's 3rd and 4. We have a chance to make a stop here. They're still in field goal range, though, unfortunately. All right, Love is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He throws it deep. It is incomplete, but we got laundry. What is the flag for? And that was DJ Reed on the breakup. And of course, it was fucking on the Lions. Of course, it fucking was. God damn it. All right. Love is in shotgun. They don't need any help from the defense, but apparently the defense is helping them out. Love hands it off. And Jacobs gets brought down for a gain of, or for a loss, excuse me, of 2. So it's now 2nd and 12. But man, did the Lions broadcast that they're focusing on getting as many people back behind the line as possible. The quarter just ended, so we're back to commercial. Oh, interesting. I'm under a winter storm watch. Well, since it's commercial, I'm going to go grab myself a drink. So I decided I'm not ready to drink my team-related sorrows away. But I do have a nice whiskey that I can grab if I am ready for that. Okay. Love is in shotgun. He's got it back to his left. He takes the snap. He hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets like 8 yards. No, he gets about 10 yards, actually. I forgot they lost yardage. All right. Love takes the snap. He throws it deep, and it is incomplete. He was trying to get a big play for a touchdown. It is now 4th and 2. All right, Love is in shotgun. He's got it back to his right. Takes the snap. Drops back. Throws it. He's aiming deep again. And that's a touchdown. If he got his feet in. Yep. Yep, he got his feet in. And that was Wicks. No, he did not get his feet in. One? No, no. No, he did. I didn't see that first time that foot came down. Damn it. Lions Lions are getting in their own way on offense, which is crazy because prior to the season, their offense is what they were known for, but they cannot get out of their own way on offense this year. Which sucks because of how much trash Ben Johnson was talking. I was wanting their offense to show him up. Ben Johnson's been talking a lot of shit. And I still fully believe that he was assembling his Bears team, his Bears coaching team, instead of practicing for, instead of focusing on that playoff game against the Commanders. I don't know what's going on here. We got weird animal puppets. And I'm not against puppets, but it's just very weird. All right. I'm not missing anything right now. It's just a commercial. Uh, that sucks. All right. All right. McManus to kick. It is up. And it's going to be another fair catch. Or another touchback. Sorry, not fair catch. Another touchback. So they're going to start at the 35-yard line again. Second straight time they start at the 35. All right. Goff is under center. He's got a back behind him. He takes the snap, hands it off. That's Gibbs. And Gibbs only gets about a yard on the play. Oh, and we got a little bit of a sprint. We got a little bit of a fight. Not a big fight. But things are getting a little chippy out there. They're calling it a 2-yard gain. All right. Goff is in shotgun by himself. He takes the snap. He throws it to Jamo. Jamo catches it. Jamo breaks out of a tackle. Jamo to the 39-yard line. No, it's the 42. They're in Green Bay Packer territory. I thought it was the other. I guess that makes more sense because they started on the 35. Goff takes the snap. He hands it to Jamo. Jamo gets nothing. In fact, they lose yards on that play. That defensive line is a problem, and they've got to figure it out. I mean, look, they were in the backfield immediately. But again, the Lions getting cute and it costing them. Now it's second and 15. But they hand it to Gibbs, and Gibbs makes up for it by breaking several tackles on his way to a Lions first down. I'm not going to be done with my stream for a while.
Oh, well, if you have time, can you do it?
Yeah, I'll try. All right. Goff is under center. He's got a back behind him. He's got a man in motion. He snaps the ball, turns around, hands it off to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets about a yard on the play. All right. Goff is under center. He's got Gibbs behind him again. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Gibbs again. Gibbs breaks several tackles, but they're on him like glue, and they lose yards. It's now 3rd and 13. We have not converted 3rd downs very well over the last several weeks. Goff takes the snap. He throws it deep, and he hits his man. That's Kennedy for a Lions first down. And we are in the red zone. It is 1st and goal on the 9-yard line. That's what we needed from the offense. Goff takes the snap. He hands it to Montgomery, but we got laundry, and he gets brought down after a gain of about a yard. Let's see what the penalty's on, and it's probably on the Lions, knowing how this game's gone. Illegal formation, again. This is the second illegal formation. How do you have illegal formation at home? At home, guys. I can't emphasize the at home any stronger. At home. All right, Goff is under center. He's got Montgomery behind him. He's calling kill. He takes the snap, hands it to Montgomery. Montgomery plows through for all the way up to the 6-yard line. Like I said, Montgomery, he gets better as he gets more touches. All right. So it is 2nd and goal. Goff takes the snap, hands it back off to Montgomery. Montgomery gains about 3 on the play. And so now it is it's 3rd and goal. At the 3-yard line. All right. Oh, Goff is lined up out wide. Montgomery's in shotgun. Montgomery takes the snap and runs it in for a Lions touchdown. Oh, look at the little girl enjoying the football game. Okay, we're back to where we started after the Packers' first drive. All right. So now we got to go back to what we were, go back to the second drive. 2 of the 3 drives, we just let the Packers move all over us. We need to stop that. Oh, yeah, the blue bird fuckers. I remember those people. So how's chat doing? I'm doing better now. Whiskey's calling my name less now. Let's just say that. Huh. Okay, I guess I need to go work on that real quick. All right. Perfect timing, actually. Excellent. All right. The kick is up. The Packers take it. And the Packers get to the 30-yard line on the return. And that was Melton returning it. For those of you watching at home, it is 7:48 on the game clock. All right. The Jordan Love is under center. He does not hand the ball off. He passes it, and it is incomplete. All right. This is actually better sync. So the play clock is at, oh, well, never mind. Fuck me, I guess. Play clock is at 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Love is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He throws it. He hits number 13. I believe that's Wicks. It is. And that's a gain of about 8. Nope. Oh, that's right. They had the big run. That's based on... fuck me. I'm out of it now. I've been thrown off. No, I was right. It was a 7-yard pass, so about 8 yards. All right. It's 3rd and 3. If the Lions can get a stop here. Okay. Love passes it. He hits his man for a first down. And that was Watson on the catch. Goff takes, or not Goff, Love takes the snap, throws it to his running back, and he's taken down after a gain of like 5. And that was Brooks on the catch. They were showing the highlight of that Watson first down catch. All right. Love is in shotgun. He's got a man in motion. He takes the snap. He fumbles the snap. He throws it and misses his target. It is second. No. Oh, we got a flag. Hold on. We got laundry. All right, it is 3rd and 5. All right, let's see if they can get a stop here. Love is in shotgun. He's got a man in motion. He's got a running back to his right. He's got a man in motion again. He takes the snap. He throws it. And he hits his man for another Packers first down. Why? Why? Just why? He was looking at him the whole time. He didn't even take his eyes off that guy. Why? We know who he's throwing to. He didn't even try to look off his target. All right, Love is in shotgun again. That's annoying that he can just stare down his receiver and get a completion. He hands it off, but it's only a gain of 2. 1 or 2. Let's see what they call it. All right, Love is in under center. Got back behind him. He takes the snap. He's rolling out. He throws it. And he hits his man. He hits his man, and they are in the red zone. Once again, the Lions took too long to get into the game. This is like the Eagles game all over again. Love hands it off to number 9. And that's a gain of 4. And that was Watson. They're calling it a gain of 3, which I'm fine with. I'll take it. We need a big defensive play here. Love is under center. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He throws it high, and it is incomplete. Fitzpatrick was kind of the target there. And we got a penalty. Who's it on? Oh my God. It's another Lions procedural penalty. Too many men on the field. Why the... You're at home. You're at home. Why are you making these mistakes? 3rd and 3 now. Love takes the snap. He's running. He gets stopped. It's now 4th and 2. Maybe 4th and 1. But they're 2 away from the end zone. So this could be a situation where they go for it, and it looks like they are. All right. Love is in shotgun. And we got Laundry. Is it on the Lions or the Packers? Ah, it's the Packers. Oh, fuck you. It does not look like they called the timeout before. On that replay, that angle they just showed, the Packer player moved before the timeout was called. Yeah, that's stupid. Watch that replay again from that side angle. You can see right there. The Packer player moved, and that's when LaFleur did this. That's stupid. I hate that. That's fucking dumb. He did not call the timeout before that false start. Never count on a zebra. All right. Love is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He throws it, and he hit his man because, of course, he did. Because the refs will always give the other team the fucking call. I hate this. I fucking hate this. The Lions offense, again, taking too long to get into the game. And I was raving about their defense, and their defense is doing jack shit right now. Commercial, so you're not missing anything. I'm going to be right back. Don Coryell. The Air Coryell offense. Al Davis. That guy was a piece of work. Got something to help with my depression. I'm gonna have to reheat that a little bit. All right. All right. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his right. He takes the snap, hands it to Gibbs. Gibbs is trying to make a move. Gibbs breaks free a little bit, but still only gets about a yard. And historically, the Packers do have Jahmyr Gibbs's number. I'll be right back. I don't know why they just did one play. Hopefully, this will make it a little bit less of an issue. There we go. So, yeah, the Lions, they got to figure out something, man. They are taking too long to get into the game. Vince Lombardi. If I remember correctly, Vince Lombardi is one of the few coaches that have never had a losing record. All right. Goff is in shotgun. Oh, we got Laundry. Was that on the defense? I think it was. Yeah. Suck it, Green Bay. I told you guys. They're now talking about, oh, the penalty happened before the timeout. I was saying that already. I'm way ahead of the broadcast right now. All right, Goff takes the snap. He passes it. He hits his man. And they're going to be a yard or so shy. And that was Kennedy on the reception. All right. Take some time. Well, I guess you can't really take time. I was thinking about getting the defense rested, but that's fine. All right. Goff is under center. He's got a man in motion. He takes the snap. He hands it off to Montgomery. Montgomery plows through for a Lions first down. They get the ball back to start the second. But so if they get any points, they can really it'll help at anything. Man, Palomalu looks different now that he's not playing. Anyway. The any points would help because they do get the ball back. But honestly, I would prefer a touchdown. That way they have a chance to take the lead. Goff takes the snap. He hits J-Mo. J-Mo breaks through. J-Mo gets to the 30-yard line for a Lions first down. Actually got to the 28 is what they're calling it. Okay. Oh, Green Bay timeout. They've got a player hurt. That's never good. Unless it's, Deshaun Watson. All right. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his left. He takes the snap. And he hits Gibbs for a gain of about 5. But they're going to have to call a timeout here. Nope, they're going to try to rush it. Goff takes the snap. He throws it. He hits another wide receiver. That was Kennedy, but I think that was incomplete. Nope, they're calling it complete. But it was only for 2 yards. Okay. 30 seconds left. All right. Goff is in shotgun. He takes the snap. It's a screen to JMO. JMO gets stopped behind the line, but breaks through, and JMO gets a Lions touchdown. Hopefully they can continue this momentum with their first drive of the second half and take the lead for the first time this game. I think they've already scored more points than they did the first time they played the Packers, right? Or did they score 17 against the Packers? All right. I doubt the Packers are going to try to put a drive together with how little time's left, but they could. Gibbs still only has 32 yards rushing. Look at that. First two drives, 8 plays for 5 yards. Last two drives, 17 plays for 130 yards. But by the same token, the last two drives of the Packers have been really good too. All right. They're going to try for it. All right. Love is in shotgun. He takes the snap. He drops back deep. Just throws it away. There was nothing open. Now they're going to take a knee. They had that one play, and since it didn't work, they're like, no, we're calling it. Okay, it's now officially halftime, guys. um, Hold on. We're going to go ahead. Boom, boom. Okay, so Lions ended up uh they ended up turning things around. Um so uh they finally turned things around. Goff is now at set. Goff started the game with like four. No, it was three straight incompletions. He finally got a completion on his fourth attempt. Um, he's now at 70% completion, so he's really turned it around. Jahmyr Gibbs is still floating in the 30 yards rushing area, which is not where I'd want him to be at this point in the game with how crucial he is to the Lions offense. And that's on 8 carries, which I believe is 4 yards. I think it is. Yeah, that's 4 yards a carry, which isn't bad. JMO has almost 70 yards on 3 receptions. So JMO's having himself a game. And Jack Campbell has 7 tackles now. So, as far as the Packers, at one point, had 50 yards to the Lions' 2 yards. Now the yardage for both teams is looking about the same. Packers still have a little bit more yards, and they have way, way more time of possession. But let's see. So I'm looking some stuff up. How's chat doing? Chat doing okay? Okay. 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 Anyway, um, I'm feeling better about the game right now. I'd feel better if they didn't allow that last touchdown that they allowed, but they did, and that's unfortunate. Are we showing the halftime show? There's no need for this. There's no need for this. I don't care that much about the halftime show. We don't need to do this. We've got about 7 minutes before we come back from halftime. So, again, how are you guys doing? I'm doing okay. We're my family's talking nonsense. What's going on? Okay. Just a second. Okay, so my sister sent this photo and said that because of her husband, my brother-in-law, they had to be inclusive, so they had to include a ballless one. Not sure how I feel about hot dogs and deviled eggs, but whatever. It's very funny that they have a ballless one. No, I didn't want to do that. Let's not go crazy now. There we go. It is still the halftime show, so you're not missing much. Oh, here we go. So, Ay, ay, ay. I should have turned on another game. It's fine. It's whatever. Oh, great. Yeah. Okay. The fuck does that mean? I don't know what the fuck just happened. The the signal cut out again, but it's like, this is encrypted. It's like, well, that's probably pretty obvious. Why are we not showing the picture? But we got it fixed now. Oh yeah, come on, man. It's just it's the longest 4 goddamn minutes of my life. They got the broadcast really focusing on the you goddamn motherfucker. Broadcast's really focusing on the Lions cheerleaders right now. Which honestly, everyone focuses on the Cowboys cheerleaders, obviously, but I think the Lions have an underrated cheerleader squad every year. My dad used to dance with Colts cheerleaders. It's true story. That's one of the few things I can verify that they've said that's true. They like to say stuff, and I don't always know if it's true. Okay. And halftime's about to end, but I don't think it is because they still have to get the stage off the field. But whatever. Um, Mm-hmm. I'm waiting. I'm I am ready for the game to start again. Okay. It should be up here soon. Medal of Honor is a very interesting thing because for a long, long time, Medal of Honor was the only award that was given out. And as such, it kind of lost its value as an award for a long time. And so they ended up having to go back through and take away Medal of Honors. Also, I'm pretty sure there's only one, or this could have changed too. But I'm pretty sure there was only one woman that ever got the Medal of Honor. They're going through like My Cause, My Cleats, which is an NFL thing, and one of the players did a thing for Medal of Honor stuff, which is why I was talking about that. Are we good now? Can we start? Okay, let's go. All right. McManus to kick. It is up. And it's going to be fielded. And it is returned to about the 34. Okay. Goff is under center. He's got Gibbs behind him. He takes the snap. He hands it to Gibbs. Gibbs takes it. Gibbs gains about 2 on the play. They're calling it 3, it looks like. All right, Goff is in shotgun. He's got a man in motion. He takes the snap. He tosses it to Gibbs. Gibbs takes it. And Gibbs gets about 2 again. So it's now 3rd and 5. They're trying to get Gibbs the ball in different ways, which is good. That's what they need. Because that's the only way they're going to win is on the back of Gibbs. Because so far, that's the only way they have won. All right. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his left. He takes the snap. He throws it. He hits his target. And that's going to be a Lions first down. And that was Kennedy on the reception. For those of you who were watching at home, to sync up with me, the game clock is at 13:04, 3, 2, 1, 13, 12:59, 12:58. Goff is under center. He hands the ball off to Gibbs. Gibbs takes it. Gibbs gets about 3. So it is going to be 2nd down and 7. Oh, they're calling it 4. So 2nd down and 6. All right. Goff is under center. He takes the snap. He hands it to Gibbs again. Gibbs rushes. Gibbs gets about 4 again. So it's going to be 3rd down, but it's 3rd down and short. And the Lions thrive on 3rd and short because if they don't make it, they can go for it on 4th. All right. Goff is under center again. He hands it off to Gibbs again, but Gibbs gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 4th and 2. Okay, you can stop that now. All right, they're going for it as expected. Goff is in shotgun. He's killing whatever play. All right, takes the snap, hands it to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets brought down behind the line. It's a turnover on downs. They've got to figure out how to stop that defensive line. I feel the same, lady. I feel the same. Okay. You're not missing anything. We're on commercial right now. And the Packers have phenomenal starting position. Oh my God. They're basically starting at midfield. Uh, so how's chat doing? I'm not doing great. I really, really wanted them to capitalize on that, and they did not. And not only did they capitalize, they put their opponent in phenomenal position. Yeah, they had 3 people in the backfield before Gibbs even had the ball. We need to do something about our line. Because this is... I know Ragnow came out of retirement, but, like, this line's doing nothing for us. Love hands the ball off, and Jacobs gets nothing on the play. All right, Love is in shot, or is in under center. He takes the snap. He throws it deep. He's got a man. He hits his man for a touchdown. God damn it. And that was Christian Watson. Why? 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 All right. The kick is up and it's good. Remember when it was only 3-0? And I was like, okay, that's fine. As long as we keep it close. We cannot pull within 1 score. Every time we pull within 1 score, they score again. So, anyway, I hate this. I hate this. And then all the all the procedural penalties that they've gotten on even though they're at home is kind of ridiculous. I'm sorry. Illegal formations and stuff like that. That's something that you get in a hostile field where there's issues with, communication because of the opposing crowd. To get those during your own goddamn home games, crazy. Crazy. I'm a little annoyed. I'm a little annoyed with the Lions right now. And so far, every game I've streamed, every time I've streamed, even if it's not a Lions game, the Lions lose. Why? Why would they do that to me? Do they just hate me? So far, 3 of the 4 games they've lost are times I've streamed. It's kind of annoying, not gonna lie. I would have been streaming more often if it wasn't for the fact that the HR person at my work sucks. Okay, the kick is up. It's going to be returned. And it's returned to about the 30-yard line. Things got a little chippy there. Okay. Goff is in shotgun. He's got a Montgomery to his right. He takes the snap. He's looking. He's looking. He's going to run. And he gets a first down on the run. He's going for more. And then he finally steps out of bounds. That was a pretty good run on the part of Goff. That might be the longest run for the Lions yet. Yeah, that was a 24-yard run. That's half of Gibbs' total yardage. I think that's the longest run by the Lions in this game. Hopefully that takes a little bit of pressure off Gibbs. All right, Goff is under center. He's got Monty behind him. He fakes the handoff to Montgomery. He throws it. He hits Montgomery for a gain of about 3. Okay. Goff is under center. He's got Montgomery behind him again. He takes the snap. He fakes the handoff. He looks. He throws and hits Montgomery. Montgomery's got room to move. Montgomery's got a Lions first down. Plus some. And if you guys enjoy what I do, I'm trying to stream football more often than I have. But if you enjoy what I do, go ahead and drop a follow. I would appreciate that. Obviously, subscribing and everything's good too, but Goff takes the snap. He hands it to Montgomery. Montgomery breaks through. Montgomery's got room and more. Montgomery gains another Lions. First down. But yeah, a follow costs nothing. And if you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and drop a subscription too, because this will be on YouTube shortly. All right. Goff is under center. He's got Monty behind him again. We haven't seen much of Gibbs at all so far. And Goff throws it and hits his man. And that's Isaac Tesla for a Lions touchdown. Okay, we've pulled within a score again. Let's not allow them to score. How about that? Honestly, we should be winning right now because the Packers should have gotten penalized. I'm still holding that against the refs. That's still a bad call. I'm sorry. That was just a bad call. You guys aren't missing anything. It is a commercial break now. So Tesla's got a touchdown on this game. He got his first reception of the game on that touchdown. Gibbs still got. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down real quick. Yeah, Lions have double the penalties, but about the same penalty yardage. They're about the same on third down. Green Bay's beating the shit out of the Lions on fourth down conversions. And the Lions finally passed the Packers in time of possession. Okay. Oh. So let's see. Hold on. So Montgomery's not terribly far away from Gibbs in terms of yardage. And Jared Goff's not terribly far behind Montgomery either. Just from that one run. Kennedy actually has the most receptions. He's got half the yardage that Jameson does, but he's got more receptions on less targets. Has 5 plays, 71 yards, and took 3 minutes off. Hopefully that gives the defense time to rest, kind of recalibrate themselves from that first drive of the Packers. This is a lot higher scoring than I actually anticipated. Because again, both these defenses have really been pretty good this year, and the offenses have not been. All right. So, Jordan Love is in shotgun. He's got a back behind him. He hands it off, and that's Josh Jacobs. And Jacobs takes it for about 3. Let's say 3. All right. Love is under center. He takes the snap. He hands it off, and it's to Melton, and Melton takes it for a Packers first down. It's not great. Not great for me. I need them to stop them, and they can't even get to third down right now. All right, Love is in shotgun. He's got it back to his right. He takes the snap. He's dropping back. He's got pressure, but he hits Melton for another Packers first down. And Harper is hurt. I thought I saw him on the ground in pain, but I didn't want to believe it. But they're calling an injury timeout. My hand hurts. And I don't know why. Amazon Web Services. Of course, it's an AI commercial, too. That's actually not a bad use of AI. That's AI use that I'm fine with. That was a good one. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, This game's going better now than it did before, but still not super happy with it yet. Harper's still on the sideline. They're working him out. Didn't go back to the locker room, though, so that's a positive. All right, Love is under center. He's got a back behind him. He takes the snap. He tosses it, and it's Jacobs. And Jacobs gains about 5. Can we just stop them, please? Can we just... I mean, Jacobs is hobbling to the sidelines. Hopefully he's okay. But can we just, like, stop them? People are going to call that a dirty tackle on Brian Branch's part, but Jacobs jumped. And that is going to be a Packers first down with Wilson on the carry. Yeah, that would not have been a knee hit if Jacobs had not jumped. All right, so Love is in shotgun. He's got a back to his left. He takes the snap, quick throw. It's a wide receiver screen, and it is stopped after a gain of a few. They're calling it 5-yard gain, and that was to Dobbs. Dobbs is weird because the way his name is spelled, I know someone that has that last name, and they pronounce it differently. They pronounce it Daub. Daubs. So it's a bit of a weird one for me, because people I know with that name don't say it like that, and it always throws me off. All right, Love is in shotgun. He's got it back to his right, and a timeout is called. And that was a Packers timeout. They're in the red zone again, which really is unfortunate. I was praising the Lions defense for how they've been playing, and they have not lived up to that praise in this game. So, kind of sucks. Don't love that. All right. Love is in shotgun. He's got it back to his left. He takes the snap, fakes a handoff, hits Doubs. Doubs fumbles it. Or are they calling it incomplete? Walker recovered that fumble. Okay, Levin's in shotgun. It's 3rd and 1. He's got it back to his left. Takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Is looking to throw. He's got pressure. He just throws it away. There is a flag on the field. We got laundry. And of course, it's on the Lions. It's a face mask. So now they get a free first down. Great. Awesome. Cool. And Josh Jacobs is back in the game. So this is going to be another Packers touchdown, right? All right. Love is in shotgun. He hands it to Josh Jacobs, and they stop him for about a gain of 1. It looks like they might be calling it a 2-yard run. All right. Love is in shotgun. He's got Jacobs to his left. They got a bunch formation to the left as well. Fakes the handoff, throws it, hits Melton. I think that's touchdown. It's a goddamn touchdown. The Lions cannot stop getting in their own goddamn way. And it's pissing me off. Okay, that's not going to do any goddamn good. Thank you. The kick is up and it's good. God damn it. And right now I think the Lions are 1 and 2 in their division, so this would put them at 1 and 3, which is not great for tiebreaker reasons. And I'm pretty sure their other 2 losses were in conference, which also doesn't help with tiebreakers when it comes to the playoff race. And this is going to be fielded. And he stopped at the 21-yard line. That looks to be Kennedy. Yeah, Kennedy on the return. All right. Goff is under center. He's got Gibbs behind him. He fakes the handoff to Gibbs. He's got pressure. He hits his target, though, and that looks to be JMO, and it is. And it's a Lions first down, but we got laundry. Let's see what this flag is. Lions are saying it's on the Packers. And it is. All right. Goff is under center. He's got Montgomery behind him. He pitches it to Montgomery, who then throws it back to him, but Goff fumbles, and it's the loss of goddamn forever. They're not playing the way they have in previous seasons. Why are they trying to get cute? They're not that team right now to be trying to be cute like that. That's just not them this year. So it's 2nd and fucking 19. This drive's dead. It's DOA. They hand it to Gibbs. Gibbs somewhat salvages it by getting a big run. There is a Packer down on the field. Looks like he's in immense pain. So they're calling an injury timeout. It's Cooper. And they're probably going to go to a commercial break. It is now 3rd and 6, by the way. So that was a gain of 13. Oh, and LaFleur's coming out onto the field as well. So that's never a great sign when the head coach is heading out to the field too. All right, Cooper has walked off on his own power. He's in the tent now. Okay. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his right. Takes the snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs takes it. Gibbs manages to get another Lions first down. Somehow they salvaged that fucking disaster of a drive. So far. They've got to get points. They cannot not get points at this point. Because I don't trust their defense anymore. I was talking about how good their defense has been this year. And then their defense is like, bet. Let's see how bad we can be. Anyway. We are in commercial, so you're not missing much. Something that's very telling is, oh, you can't see my mouse cursor. The sacks column. The sax column is very telling right now of the game because we got nothing. In fact, hold on, let's go ahead and flip over here. And I don't even see any pressures. I don't think they're showing pressures in general, but we're short on pressures too. There's been a few times, but overall, we've not gotten to love nearly enough. Love needs a few more hugs. God, I love watching Barry Sanders. I gotta tell you, I will still pull up Barry Sanders highlights on YouTube. All right, Goff is under center. He's got a man in motion. He's got Gibbs behind him. He fakes the handoff. He screen passes it to Williams. That play almost breaks down, but they managed to gain 9 out of it. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. All right, Goff is under center. He hands it to Gibbs, and Gibbs gets brought down behind the line. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Or no, 3rd and 3. All right, Goff is in shotgun. Gibbs is to his right. He takes the snap. He throws it. He hits JMO, and they get another Lions first down. They can't take too much time because they are behind. But if they can take enough time for the defense to get rested and kind of figure out their shit, maybe we can stop the Packers. But they were just showing that out of the last 9 drives, they've got 7 touchdowns for the Packers, which is insane. Goff takes the snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs gets stopped behind the line, breaks through, gets to the line, and gets brought down. And for those of you watching at home, the game clock is at 12:36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. All right. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Montgomery to his left. He takes the snap. He throws it. He hits Gibbs. And Gibbs gets about 6. I'm not going to say those two numbers together. You can't make me. Even though it was 7. Okay. My hand still hurts. Goff is in shotgun. He hands it to Gibbs, and they're going to stop him behind the line again. God damn it. It's gonna be another 4th down try. All right. Goff is in shotgun. Can you not do that? Takes the snap. Rolls out. Throws it. He hits JMO, who drops it. Turnover on downs. The Packers, if the Packers score, I'm going to say it's game. With the way the Lions are playing. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're not missing anything. It's commercial. Okay. All right. Love is under center. He's got a back behind him. He takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's got pressure. He's rolling out of the pressure. He's scrambling. He slides down for a gain of about 6. Uh, Love is in shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off, and Jacobs only gains 1 yard on the play. But he doesn't have to gain very much when they can get big plays on fucking first down. Oh, God. Love takes the snap. He throws it, and it's incomplete. It is now 4th and 4. Let's see what they do with that. All right. The punt is up. And it's a touchback. Lions definitely got away with a penalty there. I'm not gonna lie. They definitely did. But that's kind of payback for the penalty that they didn't give the Packers. So you know what? It evens out. Evens out. JMO has half of Goff's passing yards for the game. Blur. God, that's embarrassing. All right. You're not missing anything right now. It's still a commercial break. All right. Let's go. Ooh. You know, I honestly love the shitty old NFL footage. All right. Goff is in shotgun. He's got it back to his left. He's got a man in motion. He takes the snap. He drops back. He throws it to Gibbs, but Gibbs drops it. I heard you. No, it's not. Bah humbug. All right. Goff is under center. He's got a back behind him. He fakes the handoff. He throws. And he hits Tesla. And that's for a Lions first down. That's a phenomenal catch by Tesla. All right. Goff takes the snap and immediately gets sacked. Immediately gets sacked. Parsons now has a sack and a fucking half. And you can stop not having signal now. I know we're about to get bad weather, but still. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Montgomery to his left. He takes the snap. He throws it. And he hits Quelly for a couple. Dwelly. It's Dwelly. All right, can you not, please? Okay. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Montgomery to his right. He takes the snap. And he gets sacked again. He fucking gets sacked again. But hold on, we got laundry. Looks like it's going to be on the Packers. And yes, it is. Illegal contact on the defense. So that 3rd and 15 just turned into a 1st and 10. All right. Goff is under center. He hands the ball off. And it's only a gain of a couple. And that was Montgomery on the carry. The only reason that they're still driving is because of the Packers. All right, Goff is in shotgun. He's got Gibbs to his right. He drops back. He throws. He hits J-Mo. J-Mo's still going. J-Mo's still going to the 20. And J-Mo's stopped out of bounds at, I believe, is that the 15-yard line? To the 16-yard line is where they're calling it. That's exactly what they needed on that play. All right, Goff is under center. It looks like he's got Montgomery behind him. No, that's Gibbs again. And they hand off to Gibbs. And Gibbs gets a couple. J-Mo is breaking out right now. He's having a phenomenal game. If they win, it's going to be on the back of J-Mo. I said it's going to be on the back of Gibbs, and Gibbs is having a decent game. He's doing better than he usually does against the Packers. And the Packers have a great defense. Goff takes the snap. He throws it. he hits, let's see, what? He hits his target. I didn't see who it was. Fursker. It's now 3rd and 4. All right, Goff is in shotgun. He's got a back to his left. He takes the snap. He throws it. He hits Gibbs for a Lions first down. It is now 1st and goal at the 4-yard line. Okay. It's Montgomery in shotgun again. Montgomery passes it. It looks like it's going to be incomplete, but I lost signal. Yeah. Okay, come on. Goff takes the snap. He throws it. It's incomplete. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm now concerned that they're not going to win the game, because now at this point they've taken so much time that they'll need to get a onside kick. Goff takes the snap and he gets sacked. On 3rd and goal, he gets fucking sacked. And that's by fucking Parsons again. Can you stop? We're about to have some bad weather, and so the atmosphere is causing some issues with my antenna now. Not that it goddamn matters, because the Lions can't do jack or shit. And I think if they lose this game, they're out of the playoffs. Because their tiebreakers are not great for them. Because we'll take a look at that right now. Lions schedule. See more games. Okay, so let's see. That's preseason. Okay, so they beat the Rams. That'll help them. Will kind of help them. The Rams, there's no way they're gonna catch up to the Rams in the playoffs race, so the tiebreaker doesn't count there. But the fact that it is in conference will help. They beat the Buccaneers. That's also in conference. They beat the Cardinals. That's in conference. They beat the Seahawks. That was in conference. They beat the Cowboys. That's in conference. There's one division win right there. Wait. No, that's... God damn it. That's not what I want at all. Why the fuck would you do that? That's fucking stupid. Okay, here we go. So they lost to the Packers. That's going to hurt them. They won against the Bears. That'll help them. They won against the Ravens. That does shit for them. They won against the Browns. That does shit for them. They won against the Bengals. That does shit for them. They lost to the Chiefs. The Chiefs, that does shit for them. That does shit for them, but they lost, so it doesn't matter. Oh no, who's out? Can you stop? There's a player being carted off, and I can't see who the fuck it is because every time it cuts to them, the fucking antenna cuts out. Fucking annoying. All right. Let's see. They beat the Buccaneers. That'll help them. They lost to the Vikings. That's going to hurt them. They beat the Commanders. That'll help. They lost to the Eagles. That'll hurt. They beat the Giants. That'll help. But yeah, so out of their 7 wins, I don't know why you would do that. Hold on. Okay, so out of their 7 wins, 1, 2, 3. 3 of those wins were against AFC teams. Three of them wins were against AFC teams, which does jack shit for them. Beating AFC teams does absolutely nothing for them. And the kick is up and it's good, but now they have to do an onside kick. There's ain't no way that they're gonna do it. Okay, so it was a Packer that ended up getting carted off. Looks like it's his leg. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, so half their wins are against teams that it's not going to affect them because it does nothing for their various tiebreakers. Let's see. 0-1, 1-1, 1-2. And let's just say this is 1-3. So 1-3 in their division. Let's say that they're 1-3 in their division. That's going to hurt them. And that means they're 4-2. No, 4-1 in the conference. Can you stop? The fuck? Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Can you not? I fucking hate you. Fucking hate you so goddamn fucking much. Stupid Piece of shit. Garbage antenna. Well, I might just have to call it anyway. Just because the fucking antenna's not working. Love is under center. He takes the snap. He hands it off to Jacobs. Jacobs gets brought down behind the line. And the Lions will call a timeout, obviously. They have to at this point. Also, their away record is pathetic, too. Which won't help them in tiebreakers either. All right. Love hands the ball off to Jacobs again. And it's going to be a third down. And it's 3rd and 5. And then the Lions called another timeout because they have to. Love takes the snap. He throws it. He hits his man. It's a first down. Game's over. GG's. GG's. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.